Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you loved the cheese fondue recipe. For those that don't know, my name is Molly from the live cooking channel Miss Molly Makes on Twitch. We are working with Bethesda ANZ to celebrate the release of Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood. And today I'm going to be stepping you through a delicious recipe for hunter's pie, perfect to share with your new companion. I know this looks a little bit more involved than the item in the game, but I promise you it's going to lead to deliciousness. Starting with the beef, I recommend using chuck or rump, anything that is good for slow cooking. Bacon, this is maple streaky, but again, use whatever you prefer. Some beef stock powder. With the garlic, you can use however much you want. I say between 2 to 4 cloves, but I'm not going to judge if you want to add any more. We have some fresh and some dry herbs, some rosemary, bay leaf and thyme, plain flour, tomato paste. Here is the red wine. You can substitute that for more beef stock if you prefer. Mushrooms, red or brown onion. I prefer the flavor of the red, but you can use whatever you like. Some carrot and celery, olive oil. You can choose to top your pie with some prepared puff pastry or mashed potato if you like. Let's get started. Now we've prepared and chopped all of our ingredients. I have the beef seasoned with some salt and pepper. You can cover this and set it aside for a few hours or overnight if you prefer. In a nice hot pan, we're going to sear our meat. Ensure it gets nice and brown, working in batches if you need. And that's going to give us a nice depth of flavor and some beautiful color. Once the meat is all nice and browned, we're going to remove and set aside. We're going to add in our garlic and our onion, sauteing for 2 to 3 minutes and sweating off those onions. Looking good, we're going to add our bacon and we're going to brown that, rendering off some of the fat. Adding in the celery and carrot that's been finely diced, and we're going to cook that again for a few more minutes. Now we'll add in the fresh and the dry herbs with our tomato paste, beef stock, and ensure that's nice and combined, and we're caramelizing that tomato paste. Add in your mushrooms and larger chunks of carrot. Now we want to sprinkle over the flour, making sure we mix in between to ensure that it's all incorporated throughout the dish. We're going to add our beef back in, again mixing that until it's nice and combined. Finally, our red wine. Again, if you're not using red wine, you can use beef stock and some water. This is the time that you can transfer to a slow cooker if you don't want to watch the stove, even using a pressure cooker if you prefer. I am going to cover, set aside for about 4 to 5 hours until that beef pulls apart with a fork and it's nice and juicy. Look, yum. If you find that the liquid is a little bit too thin, feel free to add some more flour or even corn flour to thicken it. Now we're going to place this into a bowl, cover it, and set it aside in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours until it comes to room temperature. All right, we've got our filling from the fridge. We've preheated our oven. Now we're going to transfer to our pie dish, ready for topping. Like I said, you have options here. Mashed potato is delicious, but today we are using puff pastry. Now when you're ready, we're going to baste with some egg wash. Bake it at 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit until nice and golden brown. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you hunter's pie, crisp, crunchy pastry, slow cooked beef, bacon and veg, the perfect winter warmer. I told you it was delicious, so I better try it. So good. You're going to love it. Recipe is linked down below. I can't wait to see your recreations. We make deliciousness like this live at twitch.tv/Miss Molly Makes, but we'll see you in the next video.